Hello guys, we're gonna take a look at Magic Find and try to answer a question: how much Magic Find you should run. This is overall Magic Find table. Now, important fact about Magic Find is it doesn't increase the amount of items dropped, it increases the chance the item will be magic, rare, set, or unique. Now, looking at this table, we start to notice that the higher we go, the less we gain. And this is important because we want to find the sweet spot where we have a high enough chance to find uniques or sets while having enough power to farm effectively. Now let's take a look at the individual example. This is the drop table from the Fisto for SOJ and Dalrash's Amulet. So if you have 100% Magic Find, you gain 41% increased chance to find the SOJ. At 200%, it goes down to 19% increased chance. Of course, overall chance still increases, but the more MF you get, the less effective it becomes. At 300, you gain 10%, at 400, 6%, 500, 5%, and so on and so on. Now, something very interesting about Dalrash's Amulet. So at 100%, we have 41% increased chance, then 21%, then 7%, and then if you go higher, you actually decrease your chance of finding the amulet, which is very interesting. I don't fully understand it myself, but I think what happens is the more magic find you gain, the higher your chances of finding uniques. So the higher your chances of finding unique, decreases your chance that that item will be a set item. So this is interesting because if, for example, you are target farming something, you can have more MF, you can actually lower your chance of finding a specific item. And this can be important, for example, if you play single player and you cannot trade. So it's definitely worth having a look at one of these websites. Actually, one website where if you're target farming something, where are the best chances of finding it and what's the optimal magic find percentage you should aim for. But what's also important is, for example, if you have 300 MF and you want to go to 400, your farm speed becomes much slower and you don't really gain that much of a chance. So you should look for a sweet spot for you. I'd say somewhere between 300 and 400 is a very good amount, because after that it just you don't gain that much. But having said that, if for example you are or 300 or 400 and then you can go to 700 and it only, let's say you farm a Mephisto and you go 700 and it only decreases your killing speed but like 1 second or 2 seconds, then I'd say it's worth it. So that works for you. Let's say if you're farming something more difficult like Baal, and if you go too high, you will slow down your farm speed too much and it might not be worth it. In my opinion, you should aim for somewhere between 250 to 350 and then test it out. If you can go higher and it doesn't affect your farming too much, go higher. Then again, have a look. Maybe if you increase it even more and it doesn't really affect your farm speed, then you can go higher. So you have to decide for yourself what is the optimal magic find for you. But at the very least, I'd say you should at least have 200 and then go from there.